What's up, guys? It's been a while, I know. I'm currently here with the Bean himself, and we're playing some Farm Simulator 17. It's kind of an interesting game. If you've never played it, I highly suggest you go and play it, especially if you like big trucks, farm equipment, and just crazy stuff. Because you can either just, do your thing and do the whole farm thing, or you can do something else, or whatever. We're playing it on the PS4. We got two, what do you say these are, 42s? Two 42-inch TVs side by side, and we got two systems hooked up, both on Wi-Fi. We're gaming, we're doing it. We're working on a 400-hectare field. We gotta cultivate this shit, then we gotta sow this shit, and then we're gonna have to harvest this shit, and it's gonna be all corn. The goal here is to see how fast we can do it. On this map alone, we've got probably about 27 hours of time that we put into it. So, we're going to be gaming. You're going to hear Bean in the background a little bit. I only got the one headset. I'm broadcasting from my phone tonight because I didn't want to bring the whole setup because I had to bring over the PS4 and all that fun stuff. But I figured, you know what? It's been such a long time since I podcasted for you guys. I'm going to try to get something out. And because I'm over here with the Bean, naturally I'm going to get lifted. Oh, I am looking forward to that. So, I've got some delicious goodies here from our friends over at Bud Zone Canada. These guys are top notch. If you've never tasted their products, seriously, go over there, put in an order. They always have, every month they got a coupon code on the main website for 10% off orders over, I think, 150 or something. So I usually try to, there you go, free shipping on orders of 150 or more. You can't beat that. Not many other dispensaries that I've seen have that. You got to spend a lot more money, or they just make you pay anyways. So you know what? Definitely worth checking out. Check them out. Head on over there at budzone.ca. I'm gonna take a big fat dab. I've got some. What do I got here? Some Gorilla Glue number 4. This stuff is simply amazing. Very mellow. It's a hybrid. I'm not typically a huge fan of hybrids. I either prefer an indica or a sativa. The hybrid, I find this one's kind of more of just a laid back, not too energetic, not too sleepy. It's just right. So this is probably the first hybrid I've ever had of anything, either shatter or flower, where I'm just like, you know what? This is the hybrid for me. Not overly strong, which sometimes I'm like, you know what? This strain feels a little weak because I'm a big guy. I want a big high. I want to feel that. And you don't feel that with this. However, you do feel amazingly great. I don't feel an overwhelming high, which, you know what, I'm not complaining about, because sometimes you don't want to get blitzed out of your mind, you just want to get lifted and keep lifting yourself up there, not just go to Sky 9 in 4 seconds. So, I ain't complaining, I love it. I've also been smoking on some Jack Herer earlier today, some Stellar Sativa. Now, normally, you guys know, I don't smoke during the day, almost never, but it's kind of been a tough week for me and the wife and the kids, because it's coming up to the youngest's 8th birthday on Saturday. Now, for those of you who have listened to previous episodes, I've talked a little bit here and there, not a whole lot, that our daughter had passed away a couple of years ago. So, of course, coming up to what would have been her 8th birthday, it's pretty emotional. So, I've been medicating a lot. I'm okay with it. So it's definitely helping me kind of get through the days. The other day, I didn't even want to get out of bed. I got up and I fell right back into bed, broke down crying. I could not get up. I honestly had to will my ass to get up and move. I didn't think I was going to go to work. Honestly, I didn't think I could do it. But I did, and I had a moderately decent day. I had a ton of work I had to get done. I could have maybe tried to do it from home, but you know what? I figured if I'm going to sit at home, I'm just going to stay here and not get up, not move. There's no motivation. So I figured, push myself, get my ass up. So what did I do? I went downstairs and took a little dab of some sativa, some Jack Herer. Before I went to work, because I was just working in my office, and I just had a ton of paperwork that I had to plow through because it was the end of the month. So I was like, you know what? A little bump to help lift me, kind of lift that fog, and just kind of get my head on straight a little bit. And it helped. It helped, but it was a hard day. I was literally sitting in my office doing paperwork, just fucking crying my ass off all fucking day. It was rough. It was rough. I kind of wish I had brought some more dab with me, because I would have probably taken some little hits in between doing paperwork. But I got through the day. Today I was supposed to work. I wasn't supposed to be off for a while, but I decided, you know what? It's tough. I'm having a hard time. I'm just going to call it in. Called up to the boss. Like, you know what? It's not working. I need to take another day, which was good. Plus, I already booked off tomorrow, which is Friday, the 2nd of March, and Monday, the 5th of March. So I'm off for a while. I don't even have my work phone. And if you guys have listened to previous episodes, you've probably heard my work phone ding every now and then in the background. So I don't even have that going on. I just got my personal phone. It feels really weird to not have my work phone and feel that pressure, like what's going to come in, who's going to call, who's going to text, what the email is going to be. I can just relax from that and just kind of focus on myself, my family, and my loved ones. So that's where I'm at. Where are you guys at? It's been so long since I talked to any of you guys. I'm hoping the lucky loyal listener, Nick, I know you're going to get this one. You liked the post that I threw up on Twitter earlier where I said I was going to podcast tonight with the Bean and play some PS4. So I know he's probably going to be checking out this episode the moment I publish it, which is probably right about now, because the moment you hear it, it's probably now for you, but it's not now for me. You know what I mean? Alright, so I got my dab here, and of course, yes, I am a little bit high. I took probably close to a half-gram Kefrip in the Bean's new little glass piece. It's probably what, 7-inch? 7-inch piece? It's not bad, $25. 8-inch piece, pardon me, and it's got a nice little percolator in there. 8-inch, right? It's got a good rip, and it actually did the job. I really feel the keef. I really got the flavor from it. I like how that one works. Honestly, if I can get away with it, I probably would keep a bong in my house. Or if I had a better place out back, more privacy, bigger yard, something, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to smoke when you have kids. You know, you just got to be tricky. And of course, the other day, I was in the living room with the wife. We were watching a movie. Kids were in bed. It was probably about 10:30 at night. Went downstairs, and I'm just going to grab my pen and my smoke buddy, because I'll come upstairs, we'll watch a movie, and I'll take some dabs and use the smoke buddy. Well, the smoke buddy kind of smelled weird, so I pulled it, and of course, it hasn't been working super great. So I put a bounce sheet in there a while ago, just to help with that filter before it goes to the carbon filter. I pulled that out. I guess some moisture from my breath. It actually started to mold it. The whole thing was moldy. And I'm like, fuck, this smell. I've smelled for a while now. So I've been breathing in mold spores while I was using it previous times. Which sucks balls. I don't think it's too concerned for health because it wasn't like nasty mold. It was just the start of it, but the smell was there. So it was starting to get funky. So I had to toss that fucker right out. Which means I gotta get a new one now. Whatever. Such is life. But it's official. It's official. It's puff time. You guys know if I'm going to broadcast from the phone, I have to hit the puff time sound. Come on. I've still never been able to find it on my phone to transfer it. What you looking for, buddy? What do you need? With the other bong. That would be right here. That's crazy. It just hid right behind that DQ cup. Alright guys, you heard it, it's puff time. If you've never listened before, you don't know what the fuck that is, it's pretty simple. I'm going to have a big old puff. I'd like to invite you into my sesh and join with me. So you can either roll something, smoke something, snort something, preferably keef. Could you snort keef? That'd be fucked, wouldn't it? Don't do anything hardcore. If that's what you're into, you know what, your own thing. But we're all about cannabis on this podcast. Because Panicus? I was thinking Panago. Cannabis is just the way that it's awesome stuff, and I'm not hungry, but I'm rather all over the place. I was thinking Panago, but there's Domino's right here in front of us, which is awesome. The Bean hooked us up. I got in the door literally probably 15 seconds after the pizza man left. So you know what? It was perfect timing. Perfect timing. What? Pizza? This is true. Papa John's did drop the NFL. All right. I got to take this dab. That was a big old hit. All right, guys. Oh, my throat is fire. Okay. Oh, man. So, I know I didn't fully get into the whole speech of the norm of, that's not me. That's the bean. He's trying to blow himself and bong at the same time. I'm joking. There's no bong. Just fucking. I'm a little high, guys. I'm a little high. All right. Let's get on this farm simulator. All right. Okay, so. My throat is on fire. Oh. I don't think I was fully prepared for that hit. Oops, alright. We're good. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive, and the bean is hung up. Just, if you get stuck, pull back a bit. Turn your ass, pull back. Fold her up. Bean, have you even noticed my new haircut? Shorter. And I've been gelling the front. I got these little flary things now. I am looking slick. It was the first haircut that I've gotten in 22 years. For the last 22 years, I've been cutting my own hair. Yeah. But I figured, you know what? I turned 35 this year. Maybe it's time for an adult haircut. And by me cutting my own hair, it's taking the guard off the buzzer and just bzzzt. That's my haircut. Short, simple, and sweet. This I like. It's not too long. It's got some hair on top, some little fluffy things, of course, kind of. Buzz down on the side, buzz down on the back. The wife says I look sexy. That's all I care about. That dab is starting to creep up on me a little tiny bit, guys. Whew. It's good times. Good times. Oh my gosh. Now, of course, because I'm coughing my face off, it's 1,000,000 degrees in here. I'm just roasting to death. But that's kind of what happens when you get coughing, because I think you're creating all that blood to just go boom, 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 pumping through your system faster and faster and faster. All right, so what is your issue there, Bean? What's the issue? You left. You lagged out. It's you. Turn your system off, restart it, come back in. Remember? It always has to do the trick. Because you never turn it off. Here. Ball sack. I'm good. I will save it right now because you asked so nicely. Just for you, buddy. I was trying to find out, where's this extra music coming from? Then I realized, headphones, it's the podcast. I kind of totally forgot about it. It was just kind of in the background, real low, and I'm like, where is that coming from? Is there somebody playing music outside your window or something? Nope, it's just me. I'm just high. Hi, my name's High. Hello, Mr. High. I'm the high guy. I'm, out of a 10, I would say I'm probably a good solid 7. But I don't think it's going to hold at a 7 for very long. I feel probably in a good 10, 15 minutes, I'm going to drop to a 6. At the moment, I'm having trouble swallowing because I'm talking so freaking fast. I'm now aware of that. I wasn't before, now I am. And I realize pretty much every podcast that I ever do, I end up talking so freaking fast because I get so high so quickly, more or less, that I have to talk fast because my mouth dries out. See, it's all coming back. It's so natural. I felt so much angst about podcasting. I've been wanting to podcast for you guys for such a long time. But I was like, it's been so long. What do I say? I don't know. Nobody wants to hear me. Nobody listened before. But they did. They were listening. They were downloading. I was the one that pulled back. And of course, I've been struggling pretty bad with my mental health lately. And really thinking about it, I was like, you know what? This podcast really helped me through some really hard times last summer when I was having a lot of suicidal thoughts. I'm not there now, but it's climbing back up. It's just not good at the moment. I know it's because of the time of the year that it is, right? So I figured, you know what? Maybe if I start podcasting and really talking about what's bothering me, and then of course when I start talking about what's bothering me, I just talk about everything. Then I get high. Then I rant. I make no sense. I make some sense, but then people listen. I feel better. So I think that's what I got to do. I'm pretty sure you guys agree. And if you don't, I don't want you listening to begin with. But that's probably what's going to happen. I'm probably going to podcast every Thursday night, most likely from the Beans House. Now, they might not be super long episodes. I'm going to shoot for 20 to 30 minutes. Because Bean and I, we don't get a whole lot of time to connect these days. We don't talk that much during the week. We pretty much have it set up so that we get together, we game, we sesh. See you next week, hopefully. Sometimes it can go a week or two. I think the longest was 3 weeks. Now we're being pretty consistent to every week we're getting together. So I think when I'm here, this will be my time because I really sesh out with the Bean. And I will do the podcast for you guys. So every Thursday night or Friday, I'm not going to have a set day, but at least once a week, Thursday or Friday, with the Bean. If we don't get together, then I will just do one from home. I promise. We're going to get on this more. I'm going to do better for you guys. Just don't give up on me. I am so high. I'm melodramatic. It is awesome. I feel like it's potentially another dab moment. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Back to the field. You got to move one of those guys, preferably. Because those guys are blocking each other, and they're not smart enough to, go around. They're smart enough to go around other obstacles, but not moving vehicles. I think you're stuck. Yeah. You made a boo-boo. I'm not going to lie. But lifting and folding will typically get you out of that situation. Unless it's in your ass. Then you're screwed. I'm going to take another rip here, guys. Because I can. Because I have no obligation right now. None. Period. Zippo zada. All I got to do is podcast, get high, and play some PS4, and eat some pizza. That's all I got to do tonight. That is the goal right now. That's it. That's the expectation. I'm fine with that expectation. I love that expectation right now. Because in this moment right now, I don't want all that anxiety, all that pressure. Because I got so much shit going on. So much freaking angst building up with myself. I just want to mellow the fuck out. I say just about every single night, I've been just getting super, super high. I've been burning through so much of my shatter. So, and I was just thinking, I just ordered not that long ago, probably a little over a week ago. I would love to be able to order again in a week and a half maybe. And then the wife tells me today that we gotta, tighten the budget a bit because we gotta pay for some renovations that we just had done. Which, you know what, makes sense. It's a responsible thing to do. So I have a feeling my weed budget is going to be cut in half. Which is going to make it very, very tough. So I might have to, look for other people's roaches. No, I'm joking. That's just fucking nasty. But I'm just going to have to learn to budget and conserve a little bit better. And when I can, yes, enjoy myself, indulge. But if I don't have to, maybe just conserve and moderate that stuff a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe I'll just pick up some sponsors who will send me free weed. Who knows? Love you guys. Alright, so I'm currently sitting here. First off, okay, if you guys have never heard of Farm Simulator 17, go to YouTube and just Google Farm Sim 17. You'll see some crazy videos. One got to follow. If you're into it, The Squad, or Spencer TV, or Gorilla Man. These guys are 3 epic YouTubers that make Farm Sim 17 videos. Now, they play from their computers. So it's not completely. There's way more mods, way more maps, more alterations you can do. On the Sony, you can't have all that good stuff. You can get a lot of mods, but nowhere near as much as on the PC. But you know what? It's cool. They make some crazy videos. They really inspire me to do some crazy videos, to do some major crazy farming. That's actually how Bean and I started kind of getting into large format farming. And it sounds kind of boring, honestly. At first, I got into 15 first, and I was like, I tried it a while back. No, it was boring. And then I tried it again on a demo. I was like, I don't get it. And then I started trying to figure out how to actually do this, to farm. Well, once I figured that out, and it took me a good amount of time to figure out these stats, these skills, that I was hooked. I was into it. Now I love seeing what new is coming out, what I can play around with, what I can do with it, because it's just fucking awesomely fun. It's like being a little kid with all your equipment, playing with your Hot Wheels. It is just insane, guys. I don't know what to tell you, but definitely go check it out. And if you have played it, you do play it, you wanna play with me, go to Twitter, follow. Oh, it is huge. It is huge. That's why I just hired. But you got to remember, when I first harvested this field, the first time I had to put in beets. I had to cultivate the whole thing too. Everything we're doing now, I had to do with workers. But I had the Big Bud pack and the Platinum expansion pack. So I had cultivators that were like 40 meters wide. Right? Whereas the max is 14. Right? Exactly. So I did it in a fraction of the time because I had big, massive equipment to do the work for me. Oh, that's why it takes fucking 900 years. But yeah, so now that I got sidetracked here, guys, I am sorry about that. If you want to game with me sometime, I know, Nick, you did tell me a couple times now. I gotta go look back on that one, pull up your screen name. I'm going to add you. I don't know if we have any games in common, but we'll definitely try something out. Anybody else? If you want to game with me sometime, maybe on some PS4, we'll set up a cool map. We'll do something, especially if you want to do Farm Sim, because it's pretty much all I play now. I don't really play first-person shooters anymore. But yeah, so if you want to play with me, go to Twitter, search me up, The Puffcast. That's, I believe, it's at The Puffcast is still the handle, but it's Puffcast My Moment. My life with depression. Now, depression, of course, doesn't rule my life, but it's a big part of my life, and I had to accept that. It's a part of me, and it always will be. It's who I am. But that's cool. Anyways, moving on. We're going to take this dab now because my ADHD, I find the more I smoke, the more my ADHD just goes, woo, because I stop holding back. I just let it go. Right? Because I don't need to try to be normal. When I'm getting high, I can just be me. Alright, be me, and you know what? Apparently this is me. This is who I am. I'm okay with it. Some days are tougher than others, but my mom says I'm a good boy, so I'll take it. Alright, we're putting in this last dab over here. Nice little Gorilla Glue number 4. Yes, my mom said I'm a good boy. And that the bean was a nasty, nasty, dirty boy. Don't play with that boy no more. She told me this last week, man. Swear to God. This is what my mom told me last week. Right? And then she brought up the stovetop. You don't remember that? You don't remember the stuffing? Thanksgiving? We'll save that story for another day because we're going to take one final puff here, guys, and then I'm going to get going here because we got some major farming to do. And unfortunately, it's really hard to get... Ooh, sorry, I had to fart. I'm so sorry. Did the mic pick that up? I don't think I've ever really farted on the podcast before. But I think because my nerves are just so fucked up. Like this week, my stomach is just in a bind, so everything's just kind of. But yeah, so I'm gonna take one final rip here, and I'm gonna get going. But it's been a total blast podcasting for you guys tonight. It's been a lot of fun. There's so much work to do, and we got to get really high to do this because otherwise you just sit there. It's like watching paint dry sometimes because it's just so repetitive. So before I get too sidetracked, I want to remind everybody. Well, what do I say again? It's been so long. I'm joking. Stay lifted and keep smiling. It's puff time. Cheers, guys. We'll catch you next time. I've become a rookie again. But you guys know that. Peace.